being hot sauce, and this is hot. It's like her. She's hot. She's hot. It's hot. So we got that going, and there we go. We are live here on Joe Boo Sports Report with my buddies, Primetime and Game Time Phil. What's up, guys? Did I miss anything?
Yeah, you messed it up. That's what
I messed it up.
There it is.
Hold on, what do you mean I messed? Oh, here we go. I get blamed
Game
for
time,
everything.
Phil.
What did I do?
Time, Bryan. I love it.
Look, Primetime, you were like, I was good with, my numbers the way they were, and then Mark Holmes has got to do some crazy shit like, let's get your numbers up by doing a chip. And you're probably like, that ass.
I was like, yeah, you know what? That's a good thing. You're not thinking that. Who can handle that? Future Phil. Let him handle that shit.
Oh, man, it's not so bad. It's not so bad, man.
You say that. I'm already
Phil,
sweating. I haven't even done anything.
Hey, Phil, why don't you read the box, Phil? I can't read. So why don't you
my
read
box is way over there. I have the packaging in front of me.
You want me to go grab? I can go grab one real quick, and
Yeah, we're just putting on gloves and everything, kind of.
Are you? Wait a minute. You guys, hold it. You're ready to eat it now?
Hey, man, we want to get this thing out of the way. Like, we'd say at about 7:30 or so, we would do this.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, let me do something here, because I want to make 7:30. I'm way late. See, I thought the stream was going to start off at 7, and it ended up being a little bit later than I thought. Oh my goodness. Are you guys?
This is a lot bigger than I friggin' thought.
Are you mentally ready for this?
No.
Yeah, Jet D's talking shit.
Oh, Jet's on the line. Oh yeah. See, now, I'm gonna tell you, you can't say nothing about Chuck. Shout out to Chuck. You can't say nothing about Jet, because Jet ate 2 of those.
Yeah.
Back to back without a chaser.
Do me a favor, grab me a couple paper towels.
Oh man, this is gonna suck.
Don't smell it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody can see, like it's on the plate over there. So when we're ready to do it, I'm gonna break it and just put it in my mouth. Okay. I'll be on camera.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. Are you ready to go, Phil?
Hold on.
Might as well, man.
I'll see you on the other side.
All right, man. Ready?
Hold on. Wait. I'm not ready.
Don't fucking start.
Yeah, you can broadcast it off of Bryan. Here we go.
No, I want to make sure it's big enough for everybody to see. Oh, Lordy.
You ready, Bryan, man? You tell me when you're putting yours.
Oh, wow. Here it is. Everybody, it's time to fire that thing. There you go. Like a man. See, I just made it into like a ball and just swallowed the whole thing. Oh, man. See, we can't actually see Game Time. He's up in the corner. Oh, man. Has it started hitting yet? See, at first it's like, okay, that's not so bad. Then all of a sudden it's like somebody takes a knife and rams it down your throat. I hope that they ate something. I hope that they... Woo is right. Woo is right. Bryan, I haven't heard anything from you, bro. He's still chewing. That's not a good thing. You're still chewing. Get on the camera. Bryan, you're not on the camera.
Woo. Calm down,
wow. Jack. You know what? Let me say, everybody, I got 190 people in the chat here. Go to Primetime Phil and Game Time Phil. You see them right now looking nauseated. How you doing there, Primetime?
It's hot.
It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Game Time, how you doing?
It's hot as balls.
Pause. Okay. All right, you guys are doing good. Do you have the milk and the ice cream? What's this eagle? Oh, that's
give me my milk and ice cream.
Yeah, bring it on over. Yeah. It's. Please tell me that you guys have a full stomach, because you're gonna need it. Because if you don't, you're gonna feel it going down. Let me say I'm proud of you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, because not only do they put in the work of bringing you great content and insight, they do the work of the pain and manning up. I'm so proud of these guys. I think is that 2 minutes? I can't. I can't hear. I don't hear him.
I'm dying.
He's dying.
It's a lot.
Are we going to use the Eagles trash can to throw up in? Are you going to pull a Donovan McNabb on me, Bryan?
Yeah, I want my milk already, man. Woo.
It was funny because when they did the little nitro, Mike had his buddy over, and he was like, just let me smell the milk. He's like, I just want to smell the milk. And he grabbed that thing of milk and he just poured it in. I know you're sitting there thinking, I want it. Listen, I was a bitch. I didn't do the 5 minutes. I would not be mad at you if you took the milk right now or the ice cream or both. Bryan's getting close to that trash can. Bryan, it's right there. Although you don't really want to throw up because it burns coming back out. Wow. Shout out to everybody. Listen, if you are watching right now, you better sign up. You better like, subscribe, and comment on both of these guys because I know what they're going through. I've done this thing twice. Bryan. Oh, Bryan, no. Bryan, no. Bryan, no. You couldn't put it in a better place. You didn't? You didn't? Oh, man. Shout out to everybody. You're dry heaving? Whew. Take the milk, man. Take the milk. Take it. Ooh, come on. I actually hate this. Lady Libra's in the house. Rhonda's in the house. Mary's in the house. Riley's in the house. And Lola, Miss Hot Sauce. See, I was going to help them out. I was going to take some of the Trinidad Scorpion hot sauce on some Jobu wings. And they're 3 minutes in. You're over halfway there, guys. Woo-wee. You doing okay there, Bryan? He's got the sweats. How you doing over there? Is there Latino blood helping you with that, Phil?
Man, I just gotta keep breathing.
You've got about a minute left, man.
Oh my God.
I'm doing better. Oh, fuck. I didn't throw up, but I was a lot of saliva.
So have you had anything in life?
1 minute left, Phil.
Have you had anything in life that's been that bad?
Yeah.
No.
You have?
Yeah.
I'd like to know what that is.
I wonder if losing a Super Bowl is worse than this.
I don't know, man. Oh, man. Curtis Glover wants to try my famous wings. Chuck, you can do it, Bryan. You can do it, Bryan. You can do it all night long. Ruben Alt Walls, what's happening? We are watching Game Time and Prime Time after getting over 500.
Hi, Rock. Thank you very much with the $20 super chat.
Woo! They putting the money where the mouth is. Shout out
I had to say that out loud. Even though it burns me, I rock to say that the whole time.
Shout out to you guys.
10 seconds, Phil.
10 seconds, and then you can take it.
Woo! I am taking some rest right now. Woo!
All right.
Congratulations, guys. You did better than I did. I was a little punk bitch. I didn't make it to 5 minutes. Congratulations. Loyal Cowboys, shout out to you with the super chat. Game time is on fire.
Thank you, Loyal Cowboy.
Woo. I got a bad gag reflex, so.
Do I take my milk now?
Yeah. You can take your milk, your ice cream. You can run to the bathroom. Whew.
Oh, my goodness.
Unfortunately, this is a 2-burn chip. It burns going in, and it's going to burn coming out tomorrow. Okay, try and get it in your mouth, Phil. Phil, try and get it in your mouth. You're spilling it.
Talking about Game Time over there?
Game Time. We're just seeing you right now. Game Time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Woo.
I just spilled milk on my desk, so there's no crying over spilled milk.
Shaboop boop. It's gonna burn twice. Just y'all wait. What's up, game time? What's good, people? All right, so everybody who's over there, let me put the link in for my man Game Time in Prime Time, and make sure you guys subscribe up to their channels. They like a champ. If you enjoyed, listen, if you went through there, you watched, and you enjoyed this, the least you can do is subscribe to their channels. Oh my goodness. There you go. And you know what? You know what I'm going to do for you guys? I'm going to send you a plaque. I crushed the Pacquiao chip.
Oh man, that'd be very much appreciated after all that.
I don't know how Jet did 2 of them.
He used to ride bulls. Okay.
Oh my goodness. That's a whole different level right there.
Yeah.
There you go. Congratulations, guys. You did fantastic. Proud of you.
Oh man, now let's talk about some preseason. Woo! Man, that was easy. Derek J from the Derek J Network says that was easy, fellas, right? But I tell you, man, I don't think I'm ever going to be the same after that.
Well,
it's still burning.
I'm going to ask for a friend. Are you still on for the little nitro?
Mm. You're gonna have to, right?
You don't have
both
to.
of us hit 1,000.
You don't have to.
I don't know if that would be worse or not, but only because of the texture. But I don't know. Like, we'll have to see.
Hold on, I gotta get some.
All right, I'm gonna post the link for both of their channels, everybody.
I don't think this is going to stay down, I'll be honest with you, just by the way my stomach is feeling. I think it's going to come up at some point.
There we go.
My mouth is okay, it's just my stomach's kind of funky.
Yeah, it's.
I don't ever drink this much milk, so I think that's the issue.
That's going to be the problem, because the milk's going to give you the squirts.
Woo, man. Thank you very much, Loyal Nova. Woo. Oh, with the $2 super chat. Man, it is just talking right now is Mary Alvarez. Woo, both took it like champs. And still, I need some ice cream. Oh, thank you guys for the super
ice
chat.
cream. Yeah, do the ice cream more so than the milk, because it's cold, and it's got the milk in it too, and you don't need as much as the milk. Okay.
Thanks for the visual, Mark.
Paint to another. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you guys said you wanted me to come on to help narrate it. I thought I did exactly what you asked me to. But you are now part of that exclusive club.
Oh my God. I don't know if I want to tell people about it.
You don't know.
It's more or less. When people ask me, I just more like get that look on my face, like I just survived something.
Well, I have to say that you guys were pretty mild on this. I remember how Rio was in DMV, man. I mean, they were shaking. They're doing all. Y'all were just kind of like just there.
Mark Hartson, feel the burn. Oh man, you're telling me.
I feel good now, but
Carol,
my stomach is just. I feel like I got to stick my finger down my throat.
Jobu Sports, what's up, girl?
Ryan definitely took most of that.
Shout out to you. Thank you for
what's that?
Sorry to blow my nose on there, but man, my nose is running.
It's going to be for a while. All right, so
the sinuses are going.
So now that you've done that, and now that you guys are on your way to that 1,000, congratulations on that, you guys.
Rio lost it. What do you mean?
But Rio?
Yeah, where he goes, Rio lost it in the sense of like how much. Oh my God! Like,
what he did the chip? I didn't see that.
Yeah, him and DMV did the chip actually out here at the same time, and Rio was standing up, jumping around, and all that. But yeah, all right.
If I take a deep breath, I can feel it. Like it just comes back. Like,
don't take the deep breath. Okay.
Not me. You know what my problem was?
The dry heat.
Thanks for not to get too graphic, but I don't have a real big mouth. So it was getting stuck
what
up
she
in my
said.
gums, so I had to go in there and fish it out. If not, it was just,
Well, see, that's what I learned is I
if I can't drink any
basically
more milk, that's going to make me puke.
I folded it up into like a little square and just kind of one bite and then
I just broke it
slammed
all into
down.
one sentence.
Yeah.
That's what I had to
If
do.
you try and, because some people like take a little bite and then it's like, nah, bro, you need to take
What's
that thing
that?
in one shot.
No.
Derek J. Network says you're going to feel
my
it in your
dog
throat
all
for
right?
2 days. Woo. Oh, I rock
My
it,
dog
man.
was
Thank
nervous
you.
for me.
Yeah, the dogs are nearby. My dogs are nearby, too.
But she was getting all shaken. She was seeing me dry heaving.
All right.
Like, oh,
man.
my God, my master's doing something.
I love weed. No deep throating. Okay. Welcome back, Carol. Right
did.
now.
It did.
Wow, that's going to be a nice clip right there.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you definitely need to go ahead and do that.
I forgot. I was so out of it, I didn't show the tongue. But listen, it was real. I don't like faking that stuff. So
Oh, my goodness.
I just got to wave. That was weird.
Well,
This is how I feel right now.
congratulations,
My
guys.
head is just on fire. Like, kind of.
I feel pretty good, but
Yeah, it's gone away. But like,
man, let me
everybody's kinda,
tell you,
this is
back-
Mark right there. Mark is
let me
right there,
just tell you,
like,
that's
hey,
not a
everybody
good tasting chip. I mean,
It really,
there's-
there is no taste to it. It's just straight burn. It's just straight
Yeah.
fire. There's no flavor. It's the Pacquiao chip. It's actually
Gina.
last year's chip that makes your tongue turn blue.
everybody
and-
says I'm going to feel tomorrow. I listen.
It's like a workout.
I tell you, well, here's what I learned. The first time I did it on an empty stomach, and I could literally feel the chip on every inch of my intestines moving throughout my body. And it was hell the next day. The second time, I had a full stomach, barely registered the next day.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that bad for me. But then
Yeah.
again, who knows? I don't have a gallbladder, so maybe I don't know. Let's Google that. Well, that hurt me.
You don't have a gallbladder? And you're doing this shit? Are you crazy?
Hey, well, your body produces that stuff anyways, Kyle.
Okay, it's a scorpion pepper and the Carolina Reaper, I think, isn't it? I can't remember.
Loyal Cowboy, appreciate you coming through, man. See, yeah, we're gonna be here at 10 o'clock.
Thanks, Angelica.
Yeah.
I'll
Ooh,
see you at
what
10,
the hell?
Loyal.
Are
You're
you
next.
guys going through to 10 o'clock, or are you gonna go dive for a couple
No.
hours?
We're gonna take a break here soon
Okay.
for about 2 hours. Recover, maybe take a shower, maybe see a doctor. I have my doctor on standby.
I will say, I think Phil handled it better than I did.
Okay. Say, honey,
Yeah,
hold me.
Like I could have gone through without anything, but once I got the okay to get some milk, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna take it, man.
Yeah, you definitely did better than I did. I have a
Alright,
bad
but-
gag reflex. It wasn't like
And that's what I was hoping. I wasn't going to because I
it
had
wasn't that
the
it was hot. Don't get me wrong. My whole mouth was on fire, but it was the not trying to puke because my stomach did not want it.
My brother and I, when you were asking, okay, Mark Hutchison says, not sure what's going to be better,
Brian Wilson,
the
shout
Cowboys
out
game
to
or
you.
watching y'all burn tonight. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Like, yeah, I'm still feeling it a little bit,
Good
but
now. I'm good. It's just
it's in my sinuses, like up in here.
it definitely cleared me out. It definitely.
Oh,
Brian
God, thank you for the
Wilson.
super chat.
If you go to the community tab, there's a link in there's a members only post in there that will give you the link to go to the community to go to the Thrive sites. That way we can get your address and send you your stuff, buddy. Appreciate
did
you
a
being
shot?
a channel member.
I don't even remember what I was talking about before all that stuff came up.
Oh man, my wife could care less. She said,
He's laughing at you.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well,
You'll
at
be
least
fine.
she's a nurse. She'll check
Yeah,
on
she's
you.
a nurse.
She knows.
Well,
She knows
sure
that there's
what-
something to worry about.
Her and my friend is saying we both bear children.
So the
Suck it
hottest-
up, Buttercup.
So, Mark, you asked what was the hotter situation. There was one time my brother and I, we were at the Hispanic restaurant,
Uh-huh.
and I was eating some menudo, and there's a pepper that was right inside the middle. It was a dry pepper, very small, very, very petite.
Yeah.
And so I pulled it out, kind of put it to the side, and my brother, my littlest brother, was like, "Hey, what is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's just a pepper that came in there." He goes, "Oh, you should just kind of bite it." And man,
Exactly,
as
Linda.
Hispanic, we were just like, "Yeah, man, let's do that." And so I bit it. Man,
I'm going to do a little suffering with you. I've got some scorpion pepper hot sauce. Okay?
Lord
Yeah,
have
I'm sure.
mercy.
Sure.
Good old
Yeah, that
Lord.
was interesting because I was in the middle of the
Yeah,
public
I'm
by that point.
rethinking that little nitro.
You're rethinking a lot of things in your life right now.
Well,
You're flashing back to
I
stuff.
think I'll do the little nitro. I'll do the little nitro. It's just, I think it'll be better for me. I'm sure it'll be hotter. Don't get me wrong, but the taste over there is what got me. That chip was disgusting.
I will say Lola tastes good.
I didn't get to hurt. So
Lola,
that's good.
Lola hot sauce.
Thanks, Linda. I appreciate
It
it.
is hot.
Can you get rid of this? I'm gonna puke if I see it.
He's like, yeah, can you get this away from me? Yeah, I got a nice little background. I don't know if you guys can see the background that I have going.
I'm ready to
Ryan.
talk some Cowboys. This eating chips is
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
for the
yeah, that
birds.
was great. That was great. No, now what part do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about people on the hot seat? Woo.
Yeah, right. Let's talk about people on the hot seat.
Well, you guys are on the hot seat tomorrow.
Now, did anybody see the Giant game last night? I know me and Mark.
Yes, I watched it. They were looking pretty good, like in some parts of it. I mean, Waller looked good.
Well, that was the deal. Anybody that's going
we all
into
know
a fantasy
Waller
league.
could be good.
Yeah, he'll be good if he stays healthy.
He stays healthy, exactly. It's like Swift on the
Yeah.
Eagles. He'll be good if he stays healthy.
Well, here's
Brian's
what
got that
I'll tell you
towel.
what.
He's got
It's a
towel
wet
just-
towel. It's wet.
Here's what I noticed about the Giants last night, and this is what I was saying to people where coaching matters. You looked at, and again, this is preseason, so you don't know how much this is going to be real or not. But their up-tempo, short passing,
15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, yep.
where it was like 1, 2, 3, boom, and they were firing the football.
Fuck, that was
Smart.
And,
Very
and
smart for
that
them.
way, you're not getting a chance to get to the quarterback, and you know.
And they got
that's-
some
throw that
receiving.
away.
They got a receiving core. I mean, they do. I mean,
Yeah,
so it's not
They'll
like
figure
they
out
don't.
way
I mean,
out.
and then of course bringing in back their running back,
yeah.
which again has to stay healthy. And when he is healthy, he's
NFL
really
Network
good.
tonight.
The offensive line is getting better. That defense is getting a little bit more weapons on there.
I'm
So,
good,
yeah,
Mike
I mean,
Aldana. I'm good, buddy.
Ooh, man, it's
I feel good now. I'm almost back to normal,
he's-
but my stomach is just. I'm afraid to eat anything because something's coming up at some point.
That's a good question, Twiz.
Actually,
He says,
it's better
game
to
time. Did
pack
you wash
something
your
on
hands
top
after
of
digging
it.
into your mouth? Don't touch your eyes, because
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
that's the worst part is you don't want to get that in your eyes.
oh my god, my.
Yeah.
Well, I've got good news.
Oh,
what's that,
You're
buddy?
only 463
Oh my God, don't even
away from the little
give me that.
nitro.
I was just hoping we weren't going to hit it at the same night. Otherwise, we're going to be like dog over there. We're like,
Okay. All right. The Giants, I will say the Giants looked better than the Eagles did.
Linda,
Or
he's
the
talking
Eagles
smack.
backup. Let's just talk about the backups itself. We're not talking about the whole team and what you're going to be. We're talking about the backups.
I'm actually
your depth
talking
and
about
everything.
Daniel Jones is actually they actually kind of put a little bit of fear in there. I actually looked and said, Bryan knows what he's talking about. They may be better. Now again, it was Carolina.
Yeah.
It was Carolina preseason, but you've not seen the Giants move like that on offense in a long time.
Right.
I think when you look at all three of these teams, and I say that, because, we made the playoffs, all three made the playoffs, and they all got really good draft picks, good off-season trades that improved some teams. So, I still expect all of the teams to be, contenders, and even Washington. It's new ownership. I definitely expect some new things coming out of there, but I don't expect anything much from this year. You still got to put some stuff together, but, they were a playoff team last year, so, that should say something as well, right?
Yeah.
Let it burn. Yeah, take
I'm not
Cowboys. Thank
burning
you.
anymore. It's just
You
like a calm just kind of set in. I'm like having an outer body experience. I think that's the heat going through my body, probably.
Yeah,
But,
he's going through some changes right now.
What I think about the Giants,
menopause
is,
kicking in for game time.
menopause. What I think about the Giants is, I think that if you saw, it's coaching. He's not holding on to the ball. It was bing bang boom. Everything Brian Daboll really has his stamp on his team.
I'm not taking it, Lola. So I got it. Let it burn, says Riley. Okay. Carol, if we win our first game, you have to let me be a mod? Are you the Carol? Carol? Okay. Mr. Truckee, what's up? Truckers, What's Trucker's life, man? We were talking about you the other night. Where were you?
Oh, wait, he's here?
Yeah, he's here.
All right, good. I was worried about him.
Yeah. Bryan was talking to me, and I meant to go ahead and give you a call and check and make sure you're okay. But it's been kind of crazy, almost as crazy as these two eating the chip and stuff. But shout out to everybody that's in here tonight. Bryan, I need one of them Eagles trash cans. Mr. Cowboy says.
Yeah. He was just dry heaving like crazy back there. Just
I'll send it to. I mean, I'll rip it as is if you want.
Reminded me of like Ace Ventura. It was all like Einhorn. It's Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
Einhorn is a man. Either.
Yeah.
Either Einhorn
right. Let me say,
is
Carol,
indeed
Carol, behave.
a man.
Okay.
That's the worst case of hemorrhoids I've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, back to football here.
Back to football.
2 hours until our game. And I was kind of surprised that Peyton Hendershot is possibly on the hot seat, along with Semi Fioco.
What's up, Virus? You missed all the fun, man.
Who else do you guys think is on the hot seat?
Oh, man. Malik Davis, I was saying.
Yeah.
There's a guy that could possibly Bryan brought up Gallimore on the defensive line. Is a guy, do you get some trade value out of him by putting him out there?
Mark don't think so.
Here's the thing.
We had this conversation.
Here's the thing.
I agree.
When
nobody
they do
budged
cuts,
on him last
there's
year.
going to be, 1,000 guys out there?
Right. You're right. Why give up anything? But
yeah,
I know.
No. How often do you see somebody trade for a guy this close to cuts? It don't happen. I would say Tristan Hill. If you
Seattle,
you do if you don't want to get into a bidding war. I think that's the only way. It depends on the person.
Well, when you release somebody, it goes by waivers, correct, Mark?
Yeah.
So that's why you do it. If you know that Neville Gallimore is not going to make it back to you.
Now wait a minute. I don't hold on. Now when cut day comes, I don't think it doesn't go through waivers.
I think it might.
I
think it starts with the back.
That would be damn near impossible for them to try and keep track of all those that get. One
so,
guy.
Well, then how does it go? So anybody can pick anybody.
I think once.
If two teams pick up the same guy? I know. I don't.
Whoever signs
somebody
first.
help me in the chat.
I think when they're cut, you're free to go anywhere. It's no waivers. Now, after that time or before that time you're cut, it's through waivers. No, actually, it's
if you're on the practice squad, that's a waiver. Steve Whitaker, okay, that makes sense. If you're on the practice squad, then you have to put in a claim for that player.
Yeah, Boss Man is definitely on the hot seat too.
That makes more
Kevin
sense.
Joseph.
This was my
Kevin Joseph, yeah.
And,
Mark, this was my.
I don't care if he is a second round draft
too.
pick. Get ready to throw him away. Yeah.
Well,
This was my whole thing. It's not so much who's better; it's who can you get to your practice squad. Like you have to make decisions of certain guys are just going to get picked up. Like Simi Fehoko, he's going to get picked up by a team. He just is. I already know the 49ers loved him coming out of college. We drafted him. He's 6'3". He's got all the measurables. He just hasn't had the opportunity. I kind of don't want to give up on him right now.
But here's the problem. How could you have not gotten the opportunity last year? You don't think that, honestly, if he could play well last year, he would have been on the field?
Well, I don't know with Kellen Moore. Honestly, I don't know.
There's a lot of people last year that weren't.
He didn't get that much of an opportunity. As much you would have thought he would have gotten a bigger opportunity.
Jalen Tolbert, another one.
Yeah, like Jalen Tolbert, it's almost like he was in the doghouse. He was lost. And they were done with
Cox.
Who did they go with last year? Mark, they went with Noah Brown at nauseum. Why? Because
exactly,
they were comfortable.
You can't tell me that if they thought Semi Fioco was better, that they wouldn't put him on the field. That wouldn't. I mean, unless he's just
they didn't feel.
I
don't think that Kellen felt comfortable with him. But we don't know. That's why we got to watch tonight. And dude, I'm sitting there watching. You have an overlay of just friggin' chilies sitting up there.
Of chilies.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that represents a lot. Trust me. No, you got to see my overlay on the channel. That's what it is.
I have it on, but I wasn't able to focus at that time. Jeez, Lord have mercy. Anyway,
Y'all out here fighting your own teammates. Crystal Garcia. Oh, we're
Well, I
more
mean, you got to
female
fight somebody.
Eagles
That's the thing is, it's going to happen. It's
You
going to
know-
happen. Those things do.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is
especially if
Hey,
you don't
homie,
have.
what's up, buddy?
Cowboys in the past have had this thing where they've had the joint practices, and they didn't do it this year. Eventually, it's always that mentality: offense versus defense. You have to be against somebody.
Yeah.
And if you're not going against any other team, it's offense versus defense. And so that's the mentality, and so that's why you see guys sticking out up for each other. It's because right now it is divided that way until we get into the season and the points start jumping on the board, and you get excited about their turnovers, and they get excited about your touchdowns. It's not the opposite. When the offense scores a touchdown, the defense
Right.
like, oh, their heads are down, and when they and then vice versa. So I think it changes a lot.
Well, here's the thing. If you got everybody just being nice in practice and helping,
Rock says Simi
You
had
know,
injuries.
that doesn't happen during the week. I mean, the weekend when you're playing a game. You got
Right.
to understand. I love what Dan Quinn put it. He said, "What you want to do is you want to get guys to the edge, and sometimes when you get them to the edge, sometimes they go over the edge, and that's where you get that aggression. And coaches will like to see you do that because coaches, I remember that. I've told you guys many times before that practice where the coaches literally just had us ragged the F out to the point where you were literally throwing up your cookies, crabbing 100 yards, and literally dying because they wanted to let you know.
We used to call it bear crawls.
Well, his whole thing was he wants you to know when you think you're completely exhausted that you still have more to give.
Yeah.
And when you get these guys out here fighting and they're passionate about it, I don't have a problem with that. I would actually have more of a problem if you didn't see any of that.
Yep.
I love
out
the fact
to
that Micah
Rhea,
Parsons
or
is out
Ryan.
there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're going to ask, what rookie do you want to see more of tonight? And you guys can have two rookies each. I'll label one as well too. But who are you looking forward to in the rookie
Mark,
category?
who are you looking for? Shout out to the super chat.
You know who I'm looking for. Mozzie, man. Mozzie Smith. I'm looking for him.
The Maz.
And actually overshown because see, if those two guys, can be the real deal, then the Eagles are in trouble. Because Mozzie's going to clog up the middle, okay?
Houston Tolbert.
And you're going to have Overshown that's going to be able to roam and catch that ass. Pause. So those are the two guys. I'm a defensive guy.
Network.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to both of those two.
Yeah, I would say if I had to isolate two rookies, I'm really curious to see Jalen Brooks tonight. The game sped up for him last week, and the coaches realized that from practice he was dominating everybody, not just the backups. And when he got into the game, his mind was faster than his feet or hands, whatever, however you want to say it. The game sped up for him. So I want to see if he settles in, and I want to stick with the receivers. I've seen enough from Tolbert, but he needs to play. I want to see Simi Fehoko do something. I want to see him not just flash at the end of a game. He needs a bigger run because the man has the size and the speed to be a good receiver in this league. I don't want to release him because he's going to be gone. Trust me when I tell you he will be picked right up.
Yeah.
So it's like we got to make an informed decision because, Gallup, we did resign, but Gallup is he's already had 2 ACLs on the same knee. I don't know how long we are for having Michael Gallup, just like Brandon Cooks. How long is Brandon Cooks going to stay with us? So I'm a little leery to get rid of our young receivers right now. That's all.
Yeah, but I'm telling you though, we always act like we can't live without a guy. I haven't seen anything that says we have to keep that guy and he's going to be great. This is 3 years. 3 years.
I'm not saying he's
okay. I mean,
great.
You can go through it. This is Noah Brown.
Downtown. Yeah, I would keep Jalen Brooks over him. I'm already on record with that. So.
Okay.
So my rookies, man, there's a lot of them out there.
I'll
that
talk to you
I can
tonight
start
when he goes
picking
off.
because I could get into the tight ends. I could get into Schoonmaker. I'd love to see something from him. Just to at least make me feel good about releasing one of those other tight ends that you kind of they're battling for. Is McKeon going to be on that odd man out because of just the draft situation of where he's at
right.
and where you drafted him and he's not making much of an impact anywhere in camp or on the field. So it's just like I want to see something from him.
Lord Nova.
And then I could, there's easy ones that you could say. I mean, you could turn around and say Eric Scott. You could turn around and say Deuce Vaughn.
Let me ask you this.
But I want to see Haseen Richards. I want to see the linemen. I want I want to see these guys and see how they hold up and see how they get hit. And after having a game behind them, are they going to be a guy that we can rely on in the backup? Or should we, again, be worried and kind of be pushing for some veteran backup? Right. So, Jason Peters, of course, keeps getting brought up. You saw that all over Twitter, guys. I know you did. You can't say you didn't. But, I mean, there's a lot of guys out here that I think we're going to be keeping an eye on. Right. Mark, do you know, and I don't know if for fact, I don't think Bryan answered this, but do you know, are the starters getting any kind of rep? Is there one drive, two drives?
I have not heard of any of them getting any. I'm having a problem with my cameras. They're reconnecting. Hold up. No, I have not heard about our starters starting. And hang on for 1 second.
Anyway, I'll ask you, but let's get to the super chat.
Super chat of the Cowboy.
If I was Dak, I wouldn't sign until the off season. Dak is going to have a career year under McCarthy's Texas Coast offense. Yeah, I'm on record with that, Yassine. But my question to you, Yassine, is, all right, I actually like where you're coming from because I know this is going to be a shock to some Eagle fans. But if Dallas goes on to win a Super Bowl, now what? He's gonna be one of the highest out there. So if Dak was smart, he would wait until the offseason. If they don't get to a Super Bowl, then he could sign maybe a little bit less of a deal. But that's where I sit. Don't sign him until after the year. If I was Dak. I
have a theory that Dak looks at it like Aaron Rodgers does. And, it sits down with the Cowboys and say, look, I've already man of the year. I've already made a good chunk of money. If I end up getting a Super Bowl, then he's going to be up there with Roger and Troy after all of the years of us not having a Super Bowl. And as Micah said, I can write my own ticket. So maybe he goes to Jerry and says, look, get me enough guys to almost guarantee me that we win a Super Bowl, and I'll get you a team-friendly deal.
Right.
I'll go that 5 years or something like that.
I hope you're right.
That would be what I would say. Because, I mean, honestly, with all of the ads and stuff that he's done, with the money he's already made, that Super Bowl is the only thing that's missing.
Let me ask you guys a quick question. Getting back to the team. If you could redo the second-round pick, knowing what you know now with Jonathan Stevens, would you do that? It's easy to say now, but we got a dynamic tight end out of nowhere. Yeah, he can't block yet. He's not a Schoonmaker in the blocking. But Jonathan Stevens, if he does what he did last week, again tonight, I'm not saying necessarily score a touchdown, but just dominate the middle of the field. We're kind of looking back saying, why do we draft Schoonmaker? Well, I mean, it's easy to do that, but that's what happens, right?
Yeah. Well, here would be my thoughts. First of all, let me say shout out to Trucker's Life. I think Deuce is going to be very good back in the league. I won't doubt him till he shows he can't do it, because last year he was arguably as good or better than Bijan.
Hamid says Super Bowl.
If it were me, here's what.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Knowing what I know with second-round picks in the Cowboys, I think I would have traded the pick and tried to get something more out of it, or trade.
If I knew I had a talent like him, now it's just ifs and buts for candy and nuts, right? It's easy to have second. I mean, how the hell can you say that?
I want the offensive lineman. I think that's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
I would have taken the offensive lineman. I don't think there's been a time in
Think
this camp
about
that
that right now.
would
Think
have
about
been-
that right now. If they didn't take Schoonmaker and they took the best guard or whatever.
I mean, wasn't
tackle.
Tucker
I think DeJuan Jones is still there, right? And he just dominated. He dominated.
Graham?
Graham.
Graham?
Yeah, Brandon
Graham,
Graham. Yeah. So whatever. It is what it is. It's a good problem to have. We didn't expect to have Eric Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Getting run with. Getting some run with the ones when Gilmore and Trayvon, we go to the sideline. We got a 6th round Eric Scott that we did flip a 5th next year for, so they liked him.
Yeah. And that's why why you don't see him,
right?
a guy like him being cut most likely, just because, and that's why
he's not going anywhere.
That's why Mark's talking about Bossman and Fat being on that chopping block. I think that's a very realistic thing. I mean, even though he's a 2nd round draft pick, you invest in something more recent, even next year or something,
definitely.
For that guy. I don't just see them kind of just cutting him and letting him walk. That could be a guy that can automatically make this roster as well. But I think you were talking about it in the beginning of this thing. We were talking about Bell and being that possible. When you saw him playing in this past
My
preseason
camera's
game,
having hissy fits tonight.
he was up in that line. He was making some plays for a little dude running around. Truck cooking with Trucker's Life. Oh, Trucker's Life up here. Just wanted to show some love, bro.
Thanks, man. I was just asking everybody about you. I asked Mark. I don't know when it was. It was a few days ago. I said, "Have you heard from Trucker's Life?"
It was Friday night.
Okay, it was Friday's night,
yeah.
and that's just crazy how you popped in. That's cool. I'm glad you're okay.
Well, he knew you were thinking about him.
It's weird, isn't it? It's just crazy.
It's a small world. It's a small world. I appreciate the super chat. Yeah, we if you missed the challenge, just got to rewind it a little bit. I'm pretty sure we're gonna load that up at some point in there and just put that out there. Because my stomach burns a little bit. I don't know about you, Brian. There's a little bit of grumbling in my stomach.
I'm good right now. I had a lot of layers in there, so right now.
There's a little bit there.
I was actually worse before the chip. I was feeling a little queasy. Right now, I'm good. It's a little hot. Like a little hot gut working. A little hot. But
Steed Head 50, I'd take Love over Dak right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Jordan Love? Are you serious?
It's just a lot of times just that big denial, until you sign him and then you're just like, he's the best thing in the world, then.
Yeah, I think they're just trolling.
Oh, they can. I mean, that's part of the game. I mean, as football's back, this is the parts where the ridiculous things that come out. That's what I was liking about last week. Just even some of the ridiculous stuff, because I know it's poking jokes. Oh, Dak's not even starting in this game. That's how bad he sucks. And but no, man, it's just I'm ready to put this. Brian, you said it this year as well. I mean, this team, is definitely there's a lot of places that you're stacked, and now you got to stay healthy. You got to put everything together. Mm-hmm. Of course, offense got to put it all together. The defense got to stay healthy. If you have to rely on a guy like Bossman
Philly, what up, man?
It doesn't matter what's going on. I mean, he's gonna. It's going to be a problem there. I mean, so Simi Fehoko, when you saw him play this past preseason, those screens, those things that you did, were you impressed at all by his play? I mean, did you compare it to Camp?
Mark
Talk about both of you guys. Simi Fehoko.
Well, I'm impressed what I saw in the second half last week. Yes, so it just we need to see these next 2 games are everything. I kind of hope that Jalen Brooks doesn't shine, so I think there's a good possibility we can get him onto the practice squad. Because you got to remember, other teams have, what are they going to sign him and go to the active roster? And Hamid, I'm going to take care of you. I told you that. When I'm done, I'll go back on the stream from this afternoon now that I'm home, and I'll take care of him.
I am so
I got you, man.
Sick.
What's the matter?
And tired of hearing about people focusing in on Dak Prescott's 15 interceptions.
I mean,
Oh my!
okay.
God.
Okay, this is how it has been for the past couple of years. I mean, we take another
Jesus
narrative.
No, what it is no, because here's what's funny. I'm looking at Rashid praising Daniel Jones last night. That by definition, that whole drive was dinking and dunking. Something that Dak Prescott, he's nothing but a dink and dunker. Is like, but he's winning games. And I'm like, you see that, Rashid? That's dinking and dunking, right?
It's okay if your team is the one that's doing it, moving the ball.
So now it's somebody's commenting, oh, he's the interception king. Or, it's like, come on, man. Before that, it was Mr. Garbage Time. I'm sick and tired of people who always do this crap to Dak. Because let me ask you, Deshaun Watson, 7 TDs and 6 interceptions last year. A disappointment. $230 million.
He had a stiff back.
And people say, oh, well, he was suspended. Yeah, well, Dak had a broken thumb. And they still scored 30 points a game. Right?
Well, Hamid brings up a good point. Prescott is good for a 4th rounder, but has to win, and this is his 9th year.
It's not his 9th year, it's his 8th year.
It's his 8th year, but
I agree.
Here's the deal, though. Barring major injury, if Dallas...
Really?
What?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just laughing about something. Comment.
Barring
injury.
No, barring injury.
Talk about Dak.
Yeah, so what do you think is...
his ceiling or anything like that?
No, I mean, what are you going to be happy with? Let's be honest here.
No, I need to see him and get a Super Bowl. I don't know.
No, I mean, like if we, listen, if we lose in a Super Bowl, I'm on record saying I'm not going to be happy, but I'm not going to blame Dak unless he just he pukes on the field like McNabb.
The funny
then
thing
I would
to
say
me is how they go ahead and say, well, Dak is garbage, but Justin Herbert's great. That guy's done nothing as far as playoffs.
I think those are just the trolls and somebody on TV who wants to catch lightning in the bottle and act like they're the smartest guy in the room.
Josh Allen. What is please tell me what Josh Allen.
He's on the cover of Madden, or he was.
Yeah, and guess what? Man. He had 1 interception less than Dak, but led the league in turnovers.
I know. I know that. That's why I'm joking.
And literally threw pick sixes.
He was ass.
Overtime throws an interception in the end zone that lost the game for him. Nobody says shit about that. Deshaun Watson, they were talking about, he was so great. They were 4-12. So you telling me that some of those yards weren't garbage time?
Yeah, I hear you, man.
I mean, come on, man.
I agree.
It's just some stupid bullshit. And guess what? This year it won't be interceptions. Next year it'll be some new one that nobody else will get any of this kind of bullshit. Lamar Jackson, tell me what he's done in the playoffs. Please. Well, he's been an MVP. Okay, but what has he done in the playoffs?
I would argue that Dak and Jalen Hurts is both runner-up MVP seasons. The last 2 years have been better than Lamar's MVP year.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
If you just look, if you go, I mean, you guys have heard me say it. Dak had 35 touchdowns, 10 INTs, almost 4,500 yards passing. Jalen Hurts, last year he 22.
Sorry, but I'll take Josh Allen over Dak on this team with this talent. All right, Eddie, you can do that one. That wouldn't be me though. That wouldn't be me.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and argue that Josh Allen. I don't like Josh Allen, but don't throw Josh Allen up because he hasn't done anything. He hasn't won an MVP.
Okay.
He hasn't won. He's actually lost early on. He lost a lot of playoff games. You remember? He would choke the first 2 times Josh Allen was in the playoffs. And look
at his numbers before he ended up getting Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
They were pedestrian. So in other words, players matter.
Last year they fell apart. Well, that's what I always say, and I get like, oh, you're couching it. It's a team game. I said today earlier on my live stream, I said, I don't hate Jalen Hurts. I don't. I said, if the Eagles suffer a rash of injuries, right? If the Eagles suffer a rash of injuries and Jalen Hurts has an average year because his offensive line isn't there, whatever, I'm not going to say Jalen Hurts, sucks. I'm going to say the team around him. Everybody forgets what we went through. I'm not going to rehash it. It was not a perfect year last year. Mm-hmm. We didn't even know we had a number 1 receiver last year in C.D. Lamb until How many games?
Minutes
6
of the
games
game.
into the season.
We lost our left tackle before the season
Yeah.
started and had a rookie who was training at guard have to
We
play
lost-
left tackle. And
we
then we
lost-
lost our right tackle.
Our second and third corner.
Yeah, we lost our second and third. That was my next one. We lost
Yeah.
our starter and our slot guy with Brown and
And
Lewis.
Bryan-
ended up being
Bryan-
12-5.
Game time. Riot says, "How did you feel about seeing Zeke in a New England uniform?"
It's I'm happy for him, but I'm not happy that we're gonna have to play him week 4 in AT&T. Something tells me, he's gonna have a good game. Come on now. I know we have a good defense, and I'm hoping we can shut him down. But he gonna do something in that game, and we're like, man, that's what we loved about Zeke. Zeke will get nasty, and he'll take your head off with a block.
But unfortunately, that's what Zeke needs. Unfortunately,
I know.
he got to the point where he needs motivation, and we were hoping that he would go out there
You're
and just
right.
kind of
That's
be
a good-
motivated every single game. And
You
That's
know,
a good
that'll be-
statement.
that'll be the game that he's motivated for, and that's what.
If
But
I
I've
had
been
a-
wanting. How many years have I already been wanting Zeke to cut that hair?
Right.
And then he goes to New England, cuts that hair. Man,
But I wonder if he had to, Mark. You think he had to?
No, I don't think he did. I think he just wanted a new start and just start all over.
Thank you,
Got
Mike.
cut. But, it's funny because
Don't leave
every
me out,
time,
Mikey.
every
Mikey.
time we get rid of somebody, we all get scared that they're going to come back and bite us in the ass.
549.
I'm sorry. I don't see it happen that much.
Yeah, I'm not too
sorry.
scared of it.
I'm not scared of Zeke.
No.
Okay?
He's scared.
Not scared of Zeke.
Scared. Yeah,
Not any
I
more
know.
than I was of Jalen Smith.
But we're all going to be Zeke fans week 1.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Mark, I got a guy in my chat, Lord Nova 85. He lives in Philly. He really wants us to go to the Eagles Cowboys game in November.
Let me think about that one.
Maybe we'll do that and not go to Carolina. I'll do both. Carolina's
no.
nice, but
I agree
Carolina
with
is going to be pricey, I think, man. From what I was looking at,
Well, I've never
going to
been
go all
to
the way
that
to
stadium.
Carolina to just sit in the parking lot.
We can do that one. We'll get that one figured out.
So we're getting close to the 8:30 time, and I know we could sit here and we could chat like crazy. But we're going to, of course, the Cowboys are going to be playing.
But the bathroom's calling you.
I'm
No,
good, but yeah, I think we should call it, and we'll hopefully everybody comes back for the stream at what time are you going to go live? 9:45, 10. We'll go.
I would say
we'll
right
go
before
on at
10 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say it's 10, but we'll see. We might go on just a little bit.
maybe
before then.
9:55 if we're on. Just look for us, something like that.
Yeah. And then if he's good, we might have Mark join us. So
I don't know. Are you streaming the game, Mark?
Oh yeah, I've got to stream the game.
you gonna be able to
All
stay up.
I may be inside because my cameras are having some issues and stuff that they haven't been used since the end of last year, and I need to double check them and make sure they're charged up real good and stuff. So I'm going to move this party inside.
All right.
But
Well,
it's-
if you want us to join or whatever, that
Yeah.
to give you something to talk about, or talk with,
Sure.
we'll be here.
I will. I'll send you guys a link, or you want to send me a link. Either way.
Yeah, we'll-
Yeah. I'll end up sending a link that way. So I get it going and stuff. But yeah, so what we'll do is right before a little bit before that, we'll come back around. And Mark, thank you for coming through and actually holding it down while we recovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And,
sorry. I could not talk. The heat in my mouth was incredible. I couldn't talk. And the more I talked, the more I wanted to throw up. So I really,
Brian, look,
dude, I don't want to.
if you missed it, this is what it looked like.
I just loved it. It was
Shit.
hilarious. I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna laugh. I would have definitely.
I'm like, Brian, are you throwing up? No, I'm dry heaving. I'm dry heaving.
Oh, there was a little bit of, it was saliva is what it was. I didn't actually throw up.
I
But
was
Well,
like, damn.
Yeah,
I
so the
was,
game is being played
I
in
was literally
Seattle.
ready to
That's
hop
why
in
the
my
late
truck
start.
and drive on up there to help you out, bro.
man.
Oh
well,
man.
well, I had two people over there horrified of what they were witnessing 10 feet away. So whatever.
And they
It is
can't help
what it
you. It's like they can't.
Yeah,
help
they're
you.
like, oh
It's
my
like
God.
child sick. You're just like, I wish I
He's
could take
drinking
it away.
alcohol.
I wish I could take it
One's
away, but
drinking
they
alcohol,
can't.
the
You
other
just gotta
one's-
see them suffer.
Even my dog took off, like scared with the tail between his legs. Like, oh my God, Daddy. Oh, Mark, I want to show you something. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh my
At
God!
least
Thank you
didn't
very
get
much,
the, Were
Mary.
you the dumbass that ate that thing? No one.
Hey, Colleen, how old is this?
How How was that, Chip? Is
Look,
that
now, my buddy, my friend, she's a postmaster, and she found this. We're in the basement. It's like a basement of a post office. It's a very old mail bear.
Oh, look at that thing.
Look at that old school logo.
So cool.
Jeez.
I mean, it's cleaned up, but she said it was all dusty. It's got a real jacket. Look at that, man.
It was like back in the day when you guys.
That might be worth some money there, bro.
It's in good shape too. Look at that.
They used to use the horses. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really neat. I appreciate it. So, but yeah. So now everybody's going to think I'm copying Mark with Joe Bear in the house. No, I don't even have a name for it, but it was given, to me. So I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, it was cute. I thought it was.
I like it. I like it. It's definitely keep the theme going. I like what you kind of done with your studio, man. I am like the heartburn kind of.
I'm good, man. Oh, I for now, I feel like at some point it's going to be coming out, but we'll play it by ear.
So I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate the
thank you, everybody. I love everybody in here. Listen, I can't make Phil give you guys a mod. He's going to make you work for it. Anybody who was on my stream earlier, I got a name. I got to talk to Mark. Well, I'll talk to him later. There's a name out there. I saw him over on Philly 500's channel.
Yeah.
Beware of this particular name. He's trying to act nicey nice. And then, of course, your name came up rudely. So we know who it is.
What's E2? E2, man, I need you over here, bro.
But anyway.
Yeah, but anyways, I appreciate you guys coming through. Tune in the next 2 hours, basically, as we, less than 2 hours, as we talk about this preseason more and chat and talk about the bad experience that we just had a little bit ago and how we're traumatized for the rest of our lives. But anyways, don't forget to do what, Brian?
Always ring that bell.
Damn right.
Yes, Eddie, I heard that they want the name back. All right, we will be back here, and I'll be back in a little over an hour with you guys. And if I can get on over here, we will be back before the game kicks off.